There's nothing quite like the smell of freshly baked bread. Scratch that. There's nothing quite like the smell and taste of freshly baked bread. At Nashoba Brook Bakery, you can experience the delicious smells and tastes of a variety of artisan breads. All you have to do is find it first.
The funny thing about this place is that you can't find it because there's no sign out front, but once you get here, it's kind of like a retreat.
Hidden from street view on Commonwealth Ave in West Concord, the bakery is located inside a brick warehouse along the Nashoba Brook. Once you do find it, it will be obvious that this bakery has a lot to offer its customers.
We are a bread company primarily, although we have a booming cafe business that seems to be growing and growing.
Nashoba Brook was established in 1998 by two high school friends, John Gates and Stu Witt. Stu is the head baker and the developer behind Nashoba Brook's signature breads.
I try my hardest not to make fluffy bread. A lot of people, when they think of bread, they think of fluffiness. I try to make bread that's clear, that has definition, that has explosion in the crumb and has gloss to it.
To achieve this style of bread, Stu and his staff of 15 have a very particular process.
On our label it says slow rise, and that characterizes the process of adding a little bit of starter and mixing it gently and proofing it a long time. Every piece of dough is cut by hand and hand pre-rounded and hand final formed.
The dough rises for a full 24 hours before it's ready to be baked in the dual French ovens.
What makes them special is they have a lot of mass. So from about 3 feet down is all brick, French brick. It took us 10 days to build each one, and it's a slow process, brick by brick, but the mass gives it the ability to retain heat. You can turn that oven off at night at 11, come in the next morning, and it's hot enough to bake cookies.
This same process is repeated for each of the 14 varieties of bread.
The sourdough is the one we make the most of, just the plain sourdough bread. We have a couple other varieties that are very popular. One is the Harvest, which has pecans, cranberries, apricots, chopped figs, and candied ginger, and a really studded loaf, and that's very popular.
When the bread comes out of the oven, it gets distributed to dozens of local restaurants, grocery stores, and of course, the Nashoba Brook Cafe.
At our cafe, we're known for our sandwiches and our soups. It's nice because people can choose from a variety of breads, as we have 10 different varieties of breads every day, so they can have it on an olive bread or pepper jack bread or harvest bread. We do a bunch of different salads. We have a relatively new breakfast sandwich, which is a grilled one piece of bread with an egg and either bacon or rosemary potatoes. And it's nice because the bread grills nicely because it has so much body. You can put a piece of bread on a very hot surface and it won't burn, but it'll crisp on the bottom and the top is soft, and you can layer it with eggs and cheese, and those are very popular.
Whatever you order for breakfast or lunch, you can enjoy it inside the cafe or head outside and sit on the patio by the picturesque Nashoba Brook. Although Nashoba Brook Bakery is staying busy doing what they do now, Stu says in the near future there will be more to come.
We're planning on staying open later, so we don't know if we're going to get into pizzas, but we're thinking about it, and we'll have focaccia and everything that we normally serve.
You can find out more about Nashoba Brook Bakery on their website.